''ssʌkər.
Words and Their Stories, a program about special American expressions. Every word has a history. The word ''sʌkər" has a long history. A ''sʌkər" is one who is easily fooled, easily tricked, and cheated. There are several ideas as to how the word ''sʌkər" came into use. One goes back to the early European settlers in America. The story is told that they found in the lakes and rivers of the new land strange fish, kinds that they had never seen before. One kind especially, a small fish that swam in deep water and sucked up food from the river bottom. It could do this because of the shape of its mouth. The settlers began to call this fish a ''sʌkər." After a time, they discovered many other kinds of fish that got food by sucking it into its mouth. They also were called ''ssʌkərs." So, ''ssʌkərs" were found everywhere, and even the worst fishermen could catch a ''ssʌkər." In time, the word was used to describe an easy victim. Another explanation, however, is that the word came from the idea of someone being sucked into something without knowing it, as a person who is sucked into some tricky business or scheme and is fooled and cheated. As far back as 1842, for example, there was a newspaper story about a coach driver who told a would-be passenger, "I do not have to drive anybody in the middle of the night, so don't try to suck me in." And there was a newspaper report about a sermon in church. The preacher said, "I can't help but say it, life is all moonshine, a monstrous humbug, a grand suck-in." A third, and more recent explanation, is that the word ''ssʌkər" was coined to describe someone as trusting and innocent, as a suckling, a young creature still sucking at its mother's breast. Of course, it would not be difficult to fool such a person. The word ''ssʌkər" was given a popular fame by an American showman, P.T. Barnum. He said that there was a sucker born every minute. To Barnum, anybody who paid good money to see his freak show was a sucker and deserved to be tricked. Barnum should have said kinder words about these people. They may have been suckers, but they made his show successful. Modern society has discovered a new kind of sucker, sometimes called an angel. Such is one who can be talked or sucked into giving money to support some project. It may be a political campaign, a cause, or an organization, or it may be a new play. There are as many projects as there are suckers to support them. Specialists and staffs work hard to develop what has become known as sucker lists, with the names of people who may have money to give away. One newspaper, the Philadelphia Bulletin, said at one time that the telephone directory is not intended to be a sucker list, but a smart operator can use it for one. This is a frightening thought. Millions of us have telephones, and each one of us is a promising candidate for some sucker list. We cannot, therefore, be too hard on suckers. They, and we, are part of modern life.